What's really cool about the lock screen is here it'll show you where all of the notifications are that you have for any missed calls, text messages, and things like that. You can swipe from the top to close the shutters, as Blackberry is saying. And by closing the shutters, you can bring up the alarm. So we'll turn on the alarm right now, and we can adjust the timing for the alarm that we want just by scrolling across the clock. So we can set the alarm for 1:50 a.m., 2:10, 2:15, whatever. When it's in blue, that means it's in PM. When it's shining red, it's in AM. And then to wake up the device, you want to swipe up, and that'll open the shutters. Also from the lock screen, you can quickly access the camera. Once it's done loading, just like that, you can open up the camera straight from the lock screen. And up top here are your main toggles between time shift, video camera, and taking a picture. So with Blackberry 10, it's really easy to take the perfect picture. So if you're taking a picture of your best friend here, and she seems to be blinking a whole lot or is looking away, you can actually look through all the pictures that have been taken and see what is the best picture available. And you can crop it based on the picture that was taken from the time shift, so you can capture that perfect moment, which is really, really cool. Go ahead, save, and then it's saved just like that. One really cool thing about the device is Social Hub. It's where Blackberry has integrated all of your social media and social networking stuff into the Blackberry Hub. So when you get a missed phone call, a text message, alarms, your Facebook messages, whatever, everything will come in through the Blackberry Hub. And it's really cool because when you're in the hub, you can actually reply straight from the hub. You don't have to go back home, open up Facebook, and reply to the message. You don't have to download a Facebook messaging app. You can just reply to it straight from the Blackberry Hub, which is very convenient and very easy to use. Another thing about the device, when you're in an application like Twitter here, to go back home, since there's no back button or any buttons on the device, you swipe from the bottom and up, and this will bring you back to home and recent applications that you have running. It'll give you a thumbnail view of what you have running. In this case, we have Twitter, Facebook, and our camera. Let's launch a couple more. And it's really cool. It's not just going to be the more applications that you have running in the background, it'll keep displaying it as pages, so you can scroll up and scroll down. To close an application, you want to hit the little X at the bottom right corner, and that'll close the application and kill it entirely. And the predictive keyboard works like this. Whenever you're in a text message or BBM and you start to type the initial word or whatever you're trying to spell, the first letter that you spell, it'll try to predict what you're saying next. Since we're in the browser, it'll say www dot. To finish that, press on W again and swipe up. So we'll swipe up, and there's www dot, and then let's try Google. It already knows that I'm about to say Google next, so we'll swipe up on Google. Dot is already put in, so right here where it says com, we can swipe up and hit go. So it's very fast to type, very predictive, very accurate too. The more you start typing with the Blackberry 10 device, the more predictive it becomes, which is really cool as well. Let's come back home. In your main settings, where all of your apps are, if you swipe from the top here, much like an Android device, it won't bring up your notifications. It'll bring up quick toggles to all of your settings and some of the most commonly used ones. If there isn't anything here that you want to use right away, you can actually go into your master settings by hitting settings, obviously. Overall usage on the device, I've been playing with this phone almost all day. It's an 1800 milliamp battery, but as you can see, not even a quarter of it has been used, and I've been demoing this device to all the people that have been coming into the store, playing around with it, messing around with the settings, and just seeing some cool things about the device. But it's surprisingly lasting very well, and there hasn't been a whole lot of lag. Mind you, I have been closing all of my apps, but it's very fast for all of its transitions. I find that it works very fluid, and it's very clean and elegant looking piece of software as well. So that's just a quick look at some of the gestures and controls of the new Blackberry 10 device for its Blackberry 10 OS. Stay tuned for more future episodes on what else you can do with the device, how else to use it, and some app recommendations. This is Nick Baster with Imagine Wireless. Thanks for watching.